Good morning, children. Let's continue doing models that we began yesterday. So, till now, you must have understood that models express different attitudes. Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought, need, dare, used to are called modal auxiliaries or modals. Auxiliaries, yesterday as I said, they are the helping verbs. So modals come with the principal or main verbs. They are not used alone. They are always used with the principal verb that follows them. And together with the principal verb, they express the mode or manner of the action. The mode or manner of the action denoted by the verb. They express such ideas as ability or capacity, probability, possibility, permission, command, compulsion, duty, and obligation. To talk about the features, modals have only one form. They do not change according to the person or number of the subject. They are followed by the main verb. They cannot stand on their own unless they are used in a question tag. The main verb used after modals must be in the root form. So as modals are expressing different attitudes, we had categorized them yesterday, and today we are going to do the second part of it, under which we are going to consider wish, determination and accustomed to. Now let's go through the gist of the modals. Will is used to express pure future with second and third person. Willingness, intention, promise, determination with the first person, I, we. Characteristic, habit, assumption, invitation, request and insistence. Second modal shall is used to express pure future with first person. Advice, suggestion, request, etc. with the first person in interrogative. Command, threat, warning, promise, assurance, determination with second and third person. Would, the third modal, is used for past habits, polite request, wish, preference, imaginary conditions. Should is used with duty, obligation or advisability or desirability. Logical inference, supposition, assumption, possibility, probability. To express purpose after lest, L-E-S-T. Then may is used with the possibility, permission, wish, faith, hope, purpose. Might is used with less possibility, permission, guess. Can is used for permission, possibility, express or capacity. Could is used with ability, capacity in the past, polite request, possibility under certain conditions. Then must is used to express obligation or duty, to express necessity, compulsion or prohibition. Then to express emphatic advice or determination. Then also to express assumption, conclusion, inference, certainty, strong probability. Must is not used, children, in the negative or interrogative in the sense that we were talking about, like assumption, conclusion. Do not use in negative sense. Then have to is used in the sense of must, but the difference is that must is used to talk about what the speaker or listener wants, and have to is used to talk about rules, laws and other people's wishes. Then have to is also used to give advice or to recommend something, like you simply have to have a break. Then need is used chiefly to show absence of necessity or compulsion in the negative and interrogative. Then ought is used followed by, it is always ought is followed by to infinitive, and it is used to express the subject's obligation or duty. There is no external authority, as yesterday also I said, in ought as there is in the must, which expresses the speaker's authority. And must compels action on the part of the subject. And ought express duty, inner conscience, a sensible action or advice. Then ought is also used, ought to is also used to give advice. Dare, the semi-modal, means to have courage, and it is generally used in the negative and interrogative sense, and used to, as I have mentioned in my notes also, that it is used to express past habit and to express the existence of something in the past.